Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a cost breakdown video of this K1100 cafe racer build. Now this is pretty popular request that I get from people down in the comments, and if you have any more questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. And if you are new to the channel, this is my K1100 that I built. It's a little cafe racer. Looks pretty sick. And behind that, I also have my single turbo wide body 335i. If you like cars too, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And we're also in the process of doing another budget-friendly K1100 build. If this list seems to be a little up there after I went through all this, it's a little sad how much money I spent. Now I kind of broke down this list on how much I spent on just maintenance and also how much I spent just to get it to look like this. To be honest, maintenance is a lot less than I thought. But yeah, anyways, let's get on with what I did for looks. And being that it's such a really long list, I'm gonna try to list all the things right here, and then you guys can see how much it costs per thing. And I rounded everything up to the nearest dollar. That's why everything is just straight dollars, no cents in there. And also the stuff I got overseas, I rounded up to the nearest American US dollar, because Australian and euros and all that, they're a little bit different. Anyways, let's start with this list. My headlight I got for $25. Genuine BMW logos for the gas tank I got for $40. The forks are from a CBR 1000. I think it's 2006 or 7. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, got those. That cost me $290. That will fluctuate on whatever you want to buy, whatever forks you want to buy. And also it's off of eBay. They're used, obviously, 2006. But yeah, so that depends on how good of condition you can find and everything, the price fluctuation of that. The wheels, I wanted the K100 wheels and also the kit that I got from Jack's Garage. We'll get into that, how much that is, a little bit later. But the front wheels are from K100, so it's the back because I wanted them to match. And I think they look a lot better than that big 3-spoke 90s looking wheel. I like these because they're from the 80s, and the little, what's it called? What's the thing that like falls from the sky? Snowflake wheel. Anyways, going on with the front end, with the CBR 1000 front forks, we got the CBR 1000 front brakes, and that cost me $119. And the headlight mount that clips onto the forks and holds onto the headlight, those are going to be around $37. Also with the forks, I didn't buy a whole entire fork set, which I think I should have, with the forks and the front brakes all together with the axle going through it. But anyways, the axle cost me around 20 bucks. And the headlight housing, the whole entire headlight, was $35. The little LED strip was $15 for the back taillight. These little mirrors with the blinkers on the side of them, those were $25. Also with the front brakes, I want to have brand new front brake pads, and those were $75. Now to get the conversion kit to actually make the CBR front end work with the K1100, that will be the triple clamps and also the wheel conversion kit, so it can put on new discs and actually have the wheels spaced out correctly. Also in that Jack's Garage kit, it also came with its own rotors. That was $1,510. It's probably the most expensive part of the build. And Jack's Garage is based out of Australia, so those are American US number of dollars. Now we're going to be moving over to Cafe Racer, and I'm going to do all these in American US dollars as well. The custom seat was $166, and the rear hoop to get that seat mounted up was $30. The tiny little muffler and the little 4-to-1 merge collector thing, that was $200. The YSS rear shock was $127. The rear sets were probably the second most expensive part of this bike, so those were $440 for those. And they're probably the only ones, I don't know about right now, but they were probably the only ones that I could find that have 2 sets of foot pegs, because that's what I wanted. And also to throw the wife on the back of there, that's super nice to have. And the last thing that we got from Cafe for Racer was the gas cock, and that was $121. Now, if you haven't watched my videos on the building process of this, or if you missed that one, my front brake, the reservoir for it, that was $45. And the perch for the clutch side was $25. And both of those are from a KTM Duke. And I also got these fancy little levers on them, which I'll just show you in the video now, because I don't think I've ever shown you guys them. I got it a little bit later after I kind of finished the build. Those were $21. My grips were $10. My charger was $10. And my buttons for all my different controls like blinkers and stuff, those were about $100. Tires, front and rear combined, those were $180 for the set. The saddlebags my wife got on sale, and she got it for me as an anniversary gift, and those were $75. And all the paint on this, I would say would be around $50 of spray cans of paint. All this was rattle canned, the whole thing. So I'm gonna kind of break it up a little bit. So if you want to do this full Ford conversion, there's definitely cheaper routes to do it, but I just wanted everything I wanted. That all came out to be $1,959. That's a little bit ridiculous, but it looks cool. Was it necessary? No, but it looks cool. And it actually rides like really, really well. Like, shout out to Jack's Garage for making such a pretty cool part. Like, all those parts that they make like are really, really good quality, and they look like amazing. Everyone says like how awesome the triple clamps look and the big brakes, and it just looks really cool. I rode this bike and also the other K1100 I got back to back, and it's crazy how great the front end feels. It feels like a completely different bike, and it also doesn't make it feel foreign. That was what I was worried about, having the CBR front forks on like a whole different chassis of the motorcycle. But yeah, it feels like phenomenal. But yeah, besides that, all together, just to get it to look like this, was $4,064. Just for looks. Just not even buying the bike, just to get it to look like this. Oh, that's a little absurd. But anyways, let me go into the maintenance part. Not very much, but yeah, let's jump into it. Valve cover gasket was $32. Spark plugs were $50. The crankcase gasket was $22. All new fluids and gaskets and washers and everything, that was about $100. And this wasn't really a maintenance item, I just think I forgot about it. But yeah, $40 for the velocity stacks. They look super sick. I guess it's kind of a maintenance item. It's like an air filter, kind of, you know? But we just took out the whole air box and put in stacks. Anyways, all of that ended up being $244. All right, now we're coming to the end of how much this whole entire bike cost. I may have forgot some things. Maybe not, I don't remember. I tried to figure out every single little thing. If I forgot something, leave it down in the comments down below, and maybe I'll respond and tell you how much I paid for it, and thanks for calling me out. Anyways, I bought this bike in South Carolina, first motorcycle I've ever driven on the road. It cost me $1,800, and I drove it all the way home for 7 hours. I did not realize how tedious it was to ride a motorcycle on the road. Like, my back was hurting and I was sweating, and it was like a long time. I got really bored, and we had no music, and I had a dirt bike helmet on. It was like a really long time. Anyways, that brings up the total to around $6,108. That's around about what I thought it was gonna be. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for making it to the end. And if you like this build and you want to see more builds like this, and also we're doing a budget build right now, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like cars as well, let me know what you want to see next down in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next video.